Welcome back to round 6 of the Midwest Premodern Championship here at Misty Mountain Games. And for this round, we've got a Skyler versus Fran. Skyler's on Draco Blast, and Fran is on Landstill. Mike, you want to give us a preview of what we're going to see here?
Yeah, so Fran's playing that classic standstill archetype that we've seen a lot in Premodern. We've seen a decent amount today, too. A lot of counter spells and then white removal spells. That classic archetype tends to win with Decree of Justice or Mishra's Factory. Skyler's going to be playing Draco Blast, so this is going to be something where this black-red kind of mid-range, heavy focus on discard. It does have a combo element with a card like Insidious Dreams that can set up the top of your deck, and usually what Skyler's going to want to do is put Draco plus Erratic Explosion, and then that is a way to deal 16 damage to your opponent just with a burn spell. So has a nice combo element that might be difficult in this matchup thanks to all the counter spells, but it still is a looming threat.
Sounds good. Skyler starting off here with a Swamp Dark Ritual, Hypnotic Specter, bringing us back to the very beginning of Magic as far as I'm concerned now. Coming right up, we've got Land Go, and then the joy of Hypnotic Specter.
So we do have a white source from Fran. I didn't see his hand at all, but I'm saying like, so it's possible.
Wrath of God is the discard.
Is there a source of Pawluszek? And I think there might have been. Did he just? Oh no. I thought Fran had passed without playing land, but I'm jumping the gun. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Bloodstained going to get a mountain here, bringing our life totals 19 to 18. Let's see what Skyler's got as a follow-up here. Skyler's got Mesmeric Fiend. Oh, that could be rough.
So we see Factor Fiction, Humility, Impulse, and Wrath.
This is a bunch of 4-mana spells other than Impulse, so...
Yeah, funny the Humility comes down, then you're not going to get that Wrath of God back.
Yeah.
But it would, I mean, like, the Hypnotic Specter staying in play is a problem for
Fran. Oh, yeah, this is bad news bears for him as far as that goes.
Because the Draco Blast deck doesn't pressure particularly well against the control decks, but this is, like, the best way to do it. Like, a recurring random discard and then having that disruption to take out a Wrath, well, the second Wrath with Mesmeric Fiend, so...
Okay, well, that gets one of his lands. And we've got him at 15, followed up. What is that? That is not a Premodern card.
I think it's a Grim Lavamancer.
Okay, okay.
I'm basing this on what the deck normally plays, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything else it could be on his deck list.
Because that is an art I do not recognize.
Yeah, that's got to be. Okay, we're impulsing. Really hoping we're going to get some here. It's a rough world for him to be in here.
Yeah, I mean, if you get to the point where you have the mana and then you can remove the Mesmeric Fiend at end of turn, then you can get back that Wrath and then you kind of clear the board. But it's hard to set up like sequence of turns against a random
random discard. Yeah, for sure. So playing another Wastes Attic, or not another one, but the first one, I guess. In a sack of the Bloodstained Mire, bringing him to 18 and getting a mountain. And we're lightning bolting. Okay, we're just going for the face here. We're gonna go ahead and take for 3 here. Another hippie discard. This has been a lot of fun for Fran here.
This is kind of just a clinic. There's Humility.
Okay.
I guess if he gets to the point where he has 4 mana and he has Factor Fiction.
Yeah.
So there's a hope, I guess.
Yeah.
Factor Fiction does a good job against like what the Black-Red's trying to chip away card for card.
Makes sense. Ooh, a white bordered swamp here. It's an exciting play. Okay,
it's the little things.
We're gonna sack Flooded Strand, get a Plains, and I imagine cast Factor Fiction here, and then just cross your fingers. That's the play. Oh, wait. We're making one. Oh, we're going to try and unlock our Wrath here. That's what we're going to try and do. I think that's gonna get shot, but
yeah, probably worth using the Grim Lavamancer to get rid of.
Seems true. Surprised that was the play, but
well, I mean, if you're taking the damage anyways,
I suppose you're just dead. Well,
I guess if you had land,
how many Wraths is he playing? Oh, he only plays 2 Wrath Gods,
yeah,
so they're gone already. Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
If
he's smart, we're dumb.
If you had White Source and Swords of Polishers, and you got both of those, then maybe you could
do something about it.
Yeah, but like Factor Fiction and getting both those cards in that split would be difficult
for sure. Okay, looking at sideboarding here for the Rakdos deck. Could be bringing in, what do we think here? Is Plague good enough for Decree tokens, or is that worth it?
I'm not the biggest fan of Plague. I've seen a lot of people bring them in just to like prevent the Decree of Justices from being too damaging, but it's not. I like to be more proactive.
For sure.
Like there's negators.
Do you like Negator better?
Yeah. You have the rituals, and so
you can just turn 2 a Negator. Or
yeah,
turn 1 Negator, right?
Yeah. The Swords of Plowshares in Fran's deck are kind of already overloaded with cards like Hypnotic Specter,
and it's not the worst to get swords to your swords. So,
but Fran does have Mishra's Factory, which does make it a little bit awkward, but I think it's something you kind of will risk. There's usually like a couple Pyroblasts or Red Elemental Blasts.
Yeah, it's one of each. It looks like in there.
That's a card. So
an Overload is gets. I don't know if that's the play here. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking of
Overmaster.
Overload.
So the debate of what the Draco Blast needs to do, whether they need to leave the combo in, because there's a lot of permission out of the Landstill deck.
Yeah.
Or if you just say, I'm going to abandon this plan, I'm just going to go on a beatdown. And I kind of like the latter plan of just like, I'm not going to try and resolve a 4-mana spell. Because like, you have to discard the cards as part of casting it. And so if it gets countered...
it's a real kick in the teeth.
And so it's weird, because if you spend mana, like, if you Pyroblast a counter spell and resolve an Insidious Dreams, and then a turn goes by, I guess... a turn wouldn't necessarily go by, but you have to be sure that both the Insidious Dreams resolves and then the Erratic Explosion, because if one of those gets countered, then it's really bad.
It's a very fragile combo.
Against counter magic,
Yeah, against counter magic. So, other options here for the Azorius deck include bringing in another Wrath of God. Got a Cop Red in here, Hydroblast, some Blue Elemental Blasts.
Yeah. So, are there any cards that are underperforming the main? Like, I don't know if this is a match where...
He needs to side a lot, yeah. I mean, Humility seems kind of slow for this. Seal Cleansing, not a lot.
Sure. Well, there are Phyrexian Arenas, which is one angle that the Draco Blast can take is like, that's one way to go toe for toe with the card advantage of a blue-white deck is to resolve an early Phyrexian Arena. But other than that, there aren't very many targets. If any at all. So the Draco.
The Draco.
you can see how closely that.
Oh, we can cast that one. That'll be a late turn play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did hear stories of a Draco getting it into play, but it was not to attack. It was purely a defensive measure. So
Draco's a big boy.
Yeah.
Got some cool artwork there. Okay, we're drawing for game 2 here. Looks like we've got lands and spells on the Skyler side of the board. Oh, and lands and spells on the Fran side of the board.
So I do see a Phyrexian Furnace, so that's one of the cards that's like...
Oh, but we've decided to mulligan Skyler. Hard to tell exactly what was going on there.
Yeah, this should be a win and end for either of the players. Both players are...
Yeah, they're both 4-1. It's 100% a win in it.
Okay.
The 4-2 will probably finish like 10th.
Okay.
11th, something like that.
Yeah, because at the start of this round we had 4-0-1 players, and and they're all gonna get paired.
They all drew.
Yeah.
I can tell you that already.
So half the top 8 was decided then. Which that included Caleb and Sam, and
then also the
Trevor and Nathan,
Robin and Nathan.
Oh,
well,
Oh no, it was Trevor and
Trevor played Caleb. They drew. Sam played Michael. They drew.
Okay, so Michael Horn. Okay,
Robin,
so the Grow Talk that we had seen.
Yeah, Nathan and Robin played. They also drew. So we have two spots up for grabs here. So the winner of this match, likely, and the winner of the Richard and Aaron Dix.
Okay, so Aaron has a shot at top 8 here.
Yep.
He's breaking his curse. We talked about that. He always finishes X and 2 here.
Yeah,
so.
he is also live to just have an X and 2.
Yeah.
So we've got swords taken out. What was that?
The Mishra's Factory.
The Mishra's Factory. Oh yeah, they print cards, so many different pictures. I don't know. Okay, and then Phyrexian Furnace just immediately. Oh no, that was removed. Apologies.
One thing that's interesting when you play against the Draco Blast deck is how aggressively they attack your life total early. Like if you make a play of attacking with the factory, might make you worry about the combo kind of thing. Like
Correct.
if getting them down to 16, it could be really important in certain lines. So
Vapor, yes, Michael drew. Okay, we've got
a painful mana base for Skyler.
yeah,
right now.
yeah, we're
the
really,
Sulfurous Springs.
really attacking our mana base here. Okay, is that a skeleton?
That's a Dark Ritual.
Dark Ritual.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see the eye. Yeah. Okay, into Arena. That's not gonna work. Counterspell, a nice Ice Age counterspell there. Okay. We're removing a card.
So this is much closer to like the game plan that Fran wants. Like the resources have been exchanged. There's no pressure on the board.
Yeah, for sure.
This is where the blue-white excels. That the game's going to go long. You get to use counter spells. You get to choose when you use your counter magic. Oh, we're dust bowling already. We're getting aggressive as the blue-white player.
Yep. Well, he missed the land drop at one point there. Oh.
Well, I mean, when they lead with 2 Sulfurous Springs, it's clear that they like their mana ish.
You would think.
It's not ideal,
it turns out that Skyler was baiting him there a little.
Okay.
He has all lands in his hand.
Yeah, this actually works out, I guess, for Skyler.
Yeah.
As much as it could. I still don't like his position.
You'd rather have spells. But...
Yeah.
Okay, well, Factor Fiction is the kind of thing that you want to cast here, but we've got the red element. Nope, that's a Pyroblast. Same deal here, though. Counters it. Okay, he's thinking about Dust Bowling again. I think he's going to be sad if he does that. Okay, instead we're attacking. Okay. And we use the Lightning Bolt on that.
I think Bran did have counter magic that was available to fight that. He had.
Yeah, he just let.
Their mana leaks. Okay, I was thinking it was a prohibit. So I think mana leak was.
It was live.
Skyler.
It was live. He chose to let it happen. He only had 2 mana open.
Okay.
Okay, we're impulsing and go ahead and one more of those bad boys. Skyler's drawing an awful lot of land here.
No, Skyler's getting aggressive with the Mishra's Factories.
Who's the beatdown? I am the beatdown. Okay.
I certainly would like to be in Fran's spot here, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I would not like to be the beatdown.
Yes.
But I would like to be the control deck.
Okay, we've decided that we're.
So is this just like a semi block? Or...
That was dangerous. Okay, we're gonna now.
Okay,
now we can. Yeah, now.
But the same result. Yeah.
Disaster. Oh, we exchanged some resources instead. Okay, moving along. Now I am the beatdown. Yes, no, yeah, okay. Skyler going to 15. There's a negator.
Not very timely.
No, he is not very timely, but it's going to be an interesting one here.
So Fran, I think, has the option of casting a Wrath of God or countering this. And this is actually a fine spot, I think, just to...
He's also got the interesting option of, like, blowing up 3 of his opponent's lands if he wanted to do that.
Okay, just leaving the Mishra's Factory.
Yeah.
That's a riskier play.
Yeah, for sure. But humility. Interesting.
That was not in the hand the turn before. That might have changed.
It might have changed how things were going to go
Yeah.
there. And negator off the top. Who likes 1/1s for 3?
I would say I've had CJ and Commanders in my hand with the humility in play, and that let me tell you, that does not feel very
no,
good.
that is not a good. I don't want to play a 5-mana 1/1.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I
but-
mean sometimes, but yeah, that's ugly. Okay, well, we're doing some good work here with this.
Well, we talk about 3-mana 1/1s. Here's another.
We got all 3-mana 1/1s. I would let those resolve.
Yep. Well, the Wrath's still in hand too, right?
Yep. We got Wrath,
Yeah.
Blue Elemental Blast, Counterspell, I believe it's. Or
This isn't even something you need a Wrath though. It's funny, like, because you can't even attack here for Skyler. So we'll play Draco here, which this sequence definitely favors Fran.
okay, we got 1/1s for days.
This one, to be fair, normally is a 1/1.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. 1/1 no ability though, a little different story. Okay, well, I think this one's looking real good for Fran.
Yeah, because at some point, like, and I don't even know when it was. I mean, he's at 18, so
Yeah.
it's not like you can ever really apply enough pressure that you're afraid. Like,
Okay.
you
We've
don't
decided that who needs 1/1s.
Yeah.
When we can stand still here.
Okay, that's probably what it is.
Assume we're gonna stand still.
We're second to flood this turn first.
Well, I suppose.
I guess
Opponent has stone 1 card here, so
that way he can keep up blue.
oh no, he just decided. Oh, he's got absorb in his hand, so he's gonna hold off on that.
But he also had a blue blast.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna give it one more turn here because
He's in a comfortable position
yeah,
regardless.
he
so.
doesn't need to do anything. Pretty sure you just play the standstill. You can. Opponent has 1 card in hand. You're free to get attacking.
Are you ever? How quick do you scoop here? Are you playing this out or?
I mean, there's 30 minutes left on the clock,
sure.
and it's game 2.
Yep.
I think I can play this out. Okay. Which one of these cards would you like me to discard?
So usually the sequence I'd like to wait is till you're gonna try and resolve a threat with the Duress. I mean, it's really difficult for Skyler in this position because
Yeah,
you have to draw a bunch of stuff.
He
but
has decided that this game is no longer fun.
This is yeah. I'm just not having a good time.
I gotta tell you guys, like all my creatures were 1/1s. It really wasn't doing it for me. So, okay, well, evens it up there for Fran.
Yeah, I mean that was just the first game was just exactly what Skyler wants to do, and then the second's pretty much exactly what
Fran wants to do. So maybe we'll have some give and or take here on this one. Discard. I see. That's possible, Amy.
Our players are revisiting the sideboard. I'm just gonna try and see if Skyler's. What card is that?
Oh, I think he might be not negating now. I don't know.
Like all these 3-mana 1/1s.
They weren't very good.
A sour
He's
taste.
decided ball therapy isn't for him. Maybe.
Okay. So on the play,
We're
like
discarding we're
Was that a
pulling under
fiend?
a variety of
Okay.
discard. I think there was a fiend, a ball therapy. I'm not actually sure there.
there's a dystopia on the top. That's one of the few ways that black can deal with enchantments. So they had to be green or white.
So not gonna work here.
I mean, it blows up a humility.
Oh sure. Sorry.
Did you guys start the tournament yet?
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, who's talking though? We got Flint poking his head in. So Flint was originally scheduled to come in and play in this tournament, but some flight issues had happened. So he's gonna sit down and join us in the booth. But how's it going?
I've been up since 3:30 in the morning Pacific time. I haven't eaten much. I haven't really
There's
slept.
some Chinese food if you want it.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's only partially eaten.
Yeah, it's not gonna be
Excellent.
warm, but
I drove straight here from Milwaukee Airport.
all right. So yeah, the Fluctuator Master is we're here. So chat says hello.
Hey, everybody.
So we're in round 6 right now. So this is
Okay.
our last Swiss round.
Sweet.
This is a win and in. Fran is playing, and Fran's not playing blue white Stifle Knot.
Oh, wow.
Still
Still playing blue white cards.
Still playing the colors of Argentina, but
Yeah.
he's doing a different style. So
Okay.
and now we're in game 3.
Nice.
Okay, so we've got looks like we have to mulligan for Skyler here. And we're keeping it for Fran.
Chad had asked, does Flynn have the hat, or was that one time thing? He is wearing a hat. It is a different hat. So.
Yeah, just a Patagonia hat. Not sponsored. Sorry.
Chad was referring to the Magic the Gathering expert hat that he had worn at LobsterCon. So, yeah, if Fran wins this tournament, do you think he's gonna petition to call Blue White Landstill Argent Still, or Argent Landstill?
Still, I like that.
Still Tina.
Okay, so round 2 of drawing here. He's got 2 lands this time, I think. Nope, wait, never mind. That's a...
See 2 specters, but I don't see I don't even know if there's a way for Skyler to cast those.
Yeah, this is not his favorite. I mean, start off with the Lavamancer.
Yeah, it's tough because that's not the pressure you really need in this matchup.
The 1/1s are not gonna get you there to start things off that way. Okay, but it was enough of a threat to get it swords.
Interesting.
I feel like people are quick on the removal trigger.
That's right. I don't think Grim, unless you're from Fran's perspective, unless you're going to be aggressive with a Mishra's Factory, I don't think the Grim Lavamancer is something you're that afraid of.
Well, he's also playing. I guess that's a defense there. Okay, well, Skyler is going to bail him out by being stuck on 2 lands here. Okay, well.
Oh, that also could have been a reason if you have a standstill in your hand to get rid of the threat.
That makes sense.
That probably is the reason.
That makes sense. I still think people are quick on the removal trigger, but it's possible that they made the right play and I made the wrong thought.
Let's say Fran's practiced well enough. I think he had a plan.
I agree.
Dom the Kid says, if I played today, I think I would have played Turbo Lands. So is that just the Corner Greed lands combo, or are you talking about Blue Green Oath? I don't. Oh, what do you think of when someone says Turbo Lands? I'm not even.
I mean, it's got to be the coolest lands deck ever, right?
Yeah.
The 5-color lands.
No bias there. But.
Yeah, no bias.
We've got a resolving standstill ability, followed by a lot of lands available for.
So the spells are Decree, Swords, Hydroblast, and
that was
Wrath.
Easy Decree, I think.
So I guess Skyler's thinking that this game's going to go long, and.
Okay, we're getting now. This is a swords target, I think. Oh, maybe not. He's just showing that he doesn't have a second or third land there. I'm a little surprised, but maybe I should stop being surprised and just let the experts do what they're doing.
Well, I mean, the thing is you leave the factory up this next turn, so you can block, and you have the Hydroblast, and this is known information.
Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Yeah.
So yeah, that seems like an aggressive play from Skyler, given that you had seen the
and I mean, not only that, he's playing with him face up. Quite literally, we raised today $663 for charity. That is quite. It was Pathways.
That's all from the raffle. So
off the raffle.
I think there might be a portion of the tournament entry too that goes to Briarpatch. So
Briarpatch, sorry. Okay, well there we go with Hypnotic Specter.
So Fran did have the choice, I guess, kind of that situation. Do you want to plow it or do you want to wrath it? He goes for the plow. And now he's going to start beating down with the Mishra's Factory. But we have a backup Hypnotic Specter.
Okay, so Hippie, 1 Wrath of God. Okay, we've just decided we're going to play all the cards that he knew about out here. So I think he'll happily take the 1-for-1 on Wrath of God there. And we're going to go to 16 life.
All right, I'm going to drop a link in chat. So this is for Briarpatch Youth Services. That is the charity that we are
supporting today.
So
Another hippie.
Is this Hypnotic Specter going to connect? I think so. There still is a factor.
Oh,
maybe
well.
not. No.
We still get to I mean, look. Normally, you're pretty okay if you're trading Wrath of Gods for one creature on the on Skyler's side of the board here. Oh, we're gonna. That's interesting.
Well,
we might find ourselves a path. How about a sword?
That has happened all day.
A path to plowshares.
Yeah.
A path to plowshares. Yes, a path to plowshares. Okay, well we're.
I will point. I do like that play of like playing the Factor Fiction first.
Yeah, he's still got mana open
and it really could prioritize how Skyler splits the piles if there is a removal spell thinking, oh, I really need this card, when Fran, in fact, doesn't need a Source of Plowshares.
Yeah.
So
I'll be back. I'm gonna get some caffeine.
Okay.
I'll be back. Okay, so he's already got a land in hand. I assume you take... Huh. Not a lot of gas behind here, so...
2 counterspells seems really appealing. I guess you do have the shields down this one turn when the Hypnotic Specter gets taken care of, but...
So this is a big draw step for Skyler, I think, here. Because if he gets a threat out, then it's hard for him to deal with, and if he doesn't, then counterspells are going to go up here. And that is a... No, what is that?
Insidious Dreams, I think.
Insidious Dreams, okay. He doesn't have 2 spells in hand, so I don't...
You don't have faith that you're just like, I'm going to cast it for one, put the Erratic Explosion on top, and just hope the Draco...
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out in the way you want it to.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so now who's the beatdown? Ooh. Let's see. Is that in this deck?
Is that a ritual?
Oh, it's a ritual.
Okay.
It's a ritual, you're right. I keep getting thrown off. I played a lot of Dark Rituals in my life, but they were always the like fourth Alpha Beta limited original.
There is a lot of debate in this community, which is the best one, and there are definitely a lot of Rebecca Guay fans.
Okay.
And that is the one that you're. I like the Mirage one a lot.
Okay, fair.
But yeah, everyone has their own taste for Dark Ritual.
Yeah, I'm not a watercolor guy myself, so. Okay, well, we're counterspelling there. Then we're going to follow up with the Factor Fiction. This might have turned the corner here for Fran at this point. A lot will depend on this. We're going to fact for more options. Okay.
Yeah, this is a sinking feeling if you're Skyler. That you're like,
yeah.
I already didn't like my position, and now this other Factor Fiction is just kind of like makes things even worse.
He's doing his best. He set up a 2-3 pile there. The 2 got picked.
Fran's got more lands than he can untap.
Yeah,
they're just flying all over across the table.
Yeah, that's not good. He's just like, I've got look at me.
He's doing one thing. There's been a lot of fact in these Factor Fictions.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a lot of error here. Okay. Is this a 4-1 split?
I think I would take. Well, I don't know. I would.
Oh, I'm really taking that other side now.
Yeah, I was saying
I'm taking this as slam dunk.
I was looking at that humility just by itself. I'm like, maybe I want the impulse just to get that decree of justice, but when they're both there together, that seems really good.
I think that was okay. Here's the decree. 1 turn away from that. This game is going to get the door slammed shut here very shortly.
Impulse. There's a Dust Bowl standstill. Okay.
Sure.
You just play the standstill here, right? Or do you wait until you have counterspell magic up? That was end of turn.
That was end of turn. I was gonna say we get to just do everything. I think you play the standstill.
Oh, and there's already. I didn't realize the decree was.
You need to tap blue mana to cast standstill, my friend. I mean, he has it, but I gotta tell you, I don't think that planes works here.
Is there like a like the German forest that looks like a plane?
Yeah. This is not a.
Is there like
what's that?
The Vald.
Vald, yeah.
Is there like a French island that looks like a plane?
I don't think so.
Or Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina. That's just Spanish for me. Okay, we're gonna decree for 1 trillion, otherwise known as 7. I think. We're gonna respond by setting up Insidious Dreams.
All right.
I mean, he sees a counterspell in the city face up over there.
Yeah.
but it's the only time that's going to happen. So,
Is there ever a sequence, like, can you get something else to,
well,
like a defensive Insidious Dreams where you're not going for the combo?
I mean, I don't know what he could do, but also there's an absorb. Okay. Okay, so we're Insidious Dreams, whatever.
Insidious. Insidious?
It's Insidious, isn't it?
I don't know.
Insidious, yeah. Because they're bad dreams. Insidious is a word.
Okay.
Like a real word, not just a magic word.
Yeah, I know.
I
guess, yeah.
I used to joke that my vocabulary was vastly better than it should be just because I've played Magic for 30 years.
Well, I always thought it was funny, like you're on taking those tests, and it's like, what does this word mean? And I'm like, okay, coercion. All right, it's looking at your opponent's hand and taking a card. No, okay, but context clues. I mean, like a lot of times, like you figure it out.
Like making somebody do something they don't want to do. Okay, I'm in.
I remember a lot of that. That was my vocabulary.
Yeah,
just kind of
for sure
context clues associated with the Magic cards.
Yep. For me, add in some Dungeons and Dragons, and man, you got all the nerd stuff going on as far as language stuff goes. Okay, well, we're gonna Dark Ritual. We're okay with that. We're gonna
spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
I don't think you let this resolve.
I have a sneaking suspicion this counterspell's gonna be. There we go. Okay.
Can we see the top card?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case it wasn't Draco.
I do want to get Fran in here. We're gonna have a quick chat with him.
Sure.
I'll just let him know when he's ready, but I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to get the winner of that match. Maybe we'll get a few others cycling through here to talk about things before the top 8. Just looking at the standings here, we still have a handful of matches outstanding. Oh, actually, the one for the top 8, though, looks like it has resolved. And in what I understand is traditional fashion here, Aaron Dix is going to finish 4-2. I believe, Mike, you're back here. Aaron Dix is the 4-2 guy, right?
Yeah, that normally is.
He is again today.
He is again today, so he lost his win and then.
Yes, indeed.
So who did he lose to? So then
he lost to Richard Wilhoit.
Okay, so that was a win and end for both of them, right?
Yes. So that's our top 8. If and not to spoil our standings here, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, if all our math is correct.
So we've got Caleb Durward on his excitement. And then we've got Trevor Alcock also on blue-white. We've got Michael Horn on. We've got this listed as Bant Aggro, but I believe we're talking about Quarian Druid and Dryad, and Psychotog. We got Sam Black. And we've got Robin Lund and Nathan. I'm going to butcher this name. Marhefke?
Marhefke. Yeah. So we do have Fran. He's embracing Flint. So.
You already have it's Monday.
All right, so we're gonna get Fran back here, and we'll do a quick interview. I'm gonna have B-Raz step out, and Flint's gonna step in, and we're both gonna do the interview.
Oh,
but thank you, B-Raz.
Wonderful. Yeah. Have a good one. Yeah. I believe I am out for the.
Yeah, you can sit over here.
You probably get out first. Then I'll get in.
All right. Take a seat. We'll adjust the camera a little bit. Make sure that you're in frame. People want to see you. We kind of joked. So if you win this tournament, are we gonna have to change the name of Blue White Landstill to
Luan Franstill?
Yeah. Oh, we were talking to the Argentina, but yeah, Franstill. I like the ring of that. Like, but yeah. If you just have a nice little, but you can. What? Lead in there too.
Sneak in there, dude.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, oh, cool.
Steal my thunder.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, I guess I want to talk. Well, quick talk about like this tournament. So you went to LobsterCon. You played Blue White Stifle Knot, which you're real comfortable with.
Excuse you, Argent Knot.
Argent Knot. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
And,
you can see that I'm repping the colors, as you can see. Yeah.
But today, plain blue white, but not Argent Knot.
No, I mean
So, do you
the
want to talk about
colors
that?
I can't get away from apparently,
Okay.
and Medley Mages I also can't get away from. but yes. So for this event, obviously I expected a bunch of like control decks and stuff, and I also expected Sam's deck as well,
Okay.
which I'm probably gonna lose to anyway because his new deck is just crazy. Like it's really funny. Like I was there and I was watching their match against Standstill actually, and casually shows me the sideboard plan. I'm like, oh man, I'm showing you how I'm gonna sideboard against you. I don't think you can do anything about it anyways. I'm like, and I look at it, I'm like, nope. There's nothing I can do. So yeah, my goal is to dodge Sam all the way to the finals.
Okay.
Or like for I mean, if Sam loses in the way, I'm gonna be okay with that. I don't mind that. But yeah, I didn't want to play Argent Knot because I thought that it was gonna be a little bit too hated out.
Okay.
And considering the matchups that I played against today, I think I made the right decision.
Okay.
So everything worked out well for the good guys over here. But like the list that I grabbed is basically Seldons and Toms mixed up together, and then I just all the Enlight Intruders and nonsense that Mike and Tom insist on playing, I got rid of those.
Okay.
because
Say no to Enlightened Tutor. That's your motto.
No. Yes to Melee Mage, no to Enlightened Tutor. It's the life that chose me. I didn't even choose it. But yeah, so I'm running 3 Dust Bowls in the main deck and a 4th one in Sideboard, going up to like 28 lands post board. That was the idea against Landstill, which I played against 0 copies of, but the Dust Bowls came in like 5 out of the 6 matches, so it ended up being great anyway, but it was for other reasons. So yeah, sometimes the plot armor is just way too strong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lanny says that you have definitely top 2 plot armor, he says.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, does he mean that this tournament, or in this tournament, or you mean overall?
Oh,
like
in this
top 2?
tournament.
Okay.
I think that it's like the migrant that got me out of LobsterCon first, and then like I top 8 the one on Saturday.
Right.
But it just was not enough, you know what I'm saying? Like I flew all the way over here. Like I only got into the top 8 because Flint decided to like have his flights canceled.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Apparently he chickened out, but it's good because that's gonna allow me to make it in. So I appreciate that, Flint. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's gonna be hopefully good for me.
Exciting.
through plot armor can probably take me through. I just don't want to play against Caleb's deck anymore. Like I'm literally playing 4 Dust Bowls, and
Yeah,
it was rough. It was rough, but it's been a good time, dude. Like Madison is a cool city. I dig.
How long have you been here?
I arrived here on Thursday like midnight because my flight was supposed to get here like 9, but there was like fire or like whatever, like thunderstorm in Denver.
Okay.
So like I was stuck there for 3 hours just as I was watching like the time of my arrival time just like get pushed forward and forward. I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever. Hopefully I'll make it. So then we like I hang out with like Caleb until like 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Which was probably not a good idea, but it worked out anyway. Because like the following day we just we hang out with BK and like we tested, we played a bunch of Premodern, and I was between playing this and Argent Knot until like the very end of yesterday. And after playing against Aaron on Mono Red and like he's saying basically Arcane Love he can't beat, and like we actually tried it out, and he's like, I'm really comfortable against like Landstill, but like not against Arcane Love. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? I can't beat the card. He's like, what are you talking about? Well, I mean, the way that I build like the matchup, right? Like the way that I approach the matchup is like I just slow roll, and then just like overwhelm you whenever you happen to tap out. I literally can't do that if there's an Arcane Love in play. I'm like, oh, cool, like that's a fun little side effect. So like I play on Arcane Lab because of like the dreadnoughts and like all that stuff, and like on combo and whatnot. But it ended up being great against red.
Okay.
And elves, we actually tested against elves, and Arcane Lab was also insane against elves.
Sure.
So there were like a bunch of because of like the strategy of those decks is like to like slow, big turn. They literally can't do that. So you can just like 1-for-1 with them all the time, and there's nothing they can really do about it. So like it ended up being great, but for other reasons. And then like Dust Bowl was there for a reason, and they're being great, but for other reasons. So everything was just happy accidents today.
You play good Magic cards, and they work out in different ways. So
yeah, exactly. But yeah, everything worked out great, and now I'm getting ready for my Swift left on the top 8 because that's the way that it always happens. But just happy to be here. Good, like the hangout has been outstanding. And it's only gonna get better now.
I'm here.
So
we can party.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
After the top 8.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. So one thing that Flint and I have done, we've done the Premodern Showdown series, and so we're going to be starting our 5th Premodern Showdown series starting July 13th. So that'll be on Thursday, and we just revealed our first player earlier today, and Michael Arnold. And now, Flint, we're ready to reveal another player, right?
Yeah, I think we should.
Who should you bring him in?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Okay.
He's
here.
already
Hi, how's it going? Yeah.
So Fran will be another one of our players in the Premodern Showdown Series 5. So if you don't get him enough of action of Fran today, you'll see a lot more of him in the PSS. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Do you want a quick talk about it? I know a lot of people are probably curious. I mean, we haven't revealed the decks yet, so I guess, are you excited for PSS, or like what are you looking forward to? Just real quick before we go.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to like just playing some. One of the decks that I chose, actually, I have no idea how to play. So like I actually took it on as a challenge for myself. I took it as a challenge that I'm really, really excited to like start to get some reps in and like figure out how it actually works.
Okay.
The other deck is just the best deck ever. And the other deck is just a deck that I really enjoy. So really looking forward to playing those decks. I've been really enjoying the previous PSSs, and it's really, really cool that I can finally tell Lanny and Mike, which I slipped. Like we were like over like when we were at LobsterCon, like we were hanging out, I kind of slipped, and like they ignored me, and I just casually, you know, like the Homer Simpson meme when he just like just goes like
Into
that
the bushes,
into the bushes. So it was really funny how like now now it's finally they were wondering who's gonna be on the PSS, and I'm just like I wonder who's gonna be there.
Lanny says it was super awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward, but and it's funny because like it slipped, and I'm just like, you guys ignored me, and I'm like, all right, just gonna casually act like, yeah, I'm just
move on. Just gonna move on.
Just not say anything about it anymore. It worked out in the end.
All right. I think, I don't know where we're at in terms of the rest of the rounds, but we're going to take a short break as we get our top 8 situated. I'll get a graphic ready that'll talk about the players and the decks. We'll try and make that public. But we will see everyone soon. Thanks for everyone watching. Say bye to Fran, but you should probably we'll see him more as we go to our top 8.
Congrats.